Hey guys, what's up? West Coast Disc Golf here. Today we're going to be taking a look at what's in my bag for 2024. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with the bag I'm using for 2024. I've got the Calvin Heimberg Squatch 3.0. Love the Squatch. Definitely the best bag in my mind. Sorry, pound, but I think Squatches are better. So that's what I'm using for this year. So yeah, let's start with the putting putters. I got K3 Hard Ricos. These things I've had for a long time. They're quite beat in and probably need new ones. There's like lots of dents and scratches on them. But yeah, we'll see. Definitely need new ones. Got a couple other Ricos in the bag. Got a K1 Line Rico X. This thing is amazing. I immediately picked it up when it got released. I usually do that with Cast-to-Plast discs. Kind of like a zone. Kind of like Quinn's Drawbreaker Zone. Yeah, if you haven't seen Quinn's in the bag, go check that out. But yeah, there we go. Got the Rico X. Then we've also got another K1 Soft Rico. This thing was a nice straight disc for a while, but it kind of got beat in and turned into quite a nice little flippy disc. Flippy, but it still got dependable fade at the end. So pretty straight flying disc, and definitely love this one. Next up, we got more Casta. We got the Berg K1 Soft. I've had this one for 2-ish years probably now. I lost it and I bought another Berg. Had it in my bag for like a few weeks, and I dyed it. And then this guy found this one again, and so yeah, I got it back, and probably will keep this one in my bag for as long as I can until I lose it again. Nice soft K1 Soft plastic there. And then we got last disc in my putter pouch here. We got the 2023 BC Junior Stamp Glitch. Love the glitch for basically any time I'm too short on my approaches, and I don't putt that far, so anything 90 feet in and out, I'm probably just throwing a nice soft little glitch, nose up, spinning shot. So I definitely been working on that shot for a while, and this is a great disc. Everybody should have a glitch. So moving on, we got a couple more putters down here. I'm going to classify 4-speeds as putters because I know most people don't, but I do think they're putters. So we've got Aviar X3 Santa Cruz stamp from De La Vega. We were lucky enough to go play that course and pick this up. Definitely bit more stable than like the Rico X, less glide. Good for just like hard, stable lines, big spike hyzers, stuff like that. So yeah. Then we got the Trash Panda Inner Core, another disc I think everybody should have. Probably the straightest disc I've ever thrown. All the Trash Panda discs are super straight, and this one's nice and flippy, but at the same time, like very straight. It's a premium plastic, but it almost feels a bit like a base plastic, so it's really comfortable in the hands. And yeah, it's just an amazing disc, and I think everyone should have one. Then we got a couple 4-speeds. Got the Zone OS. A lot of people say you do not need this disc, and it's kind of true, but I love the Zone OS. It's good for short grenades. I throw a lot of grenades out on the course, so good for that. Spike hyzers, super overstable forehands. No glide, just hits the ground immediately. Good for skip shots, stuff like that. So, Zone OS. And then we got the Razor Claw 3. So, this is almost similar to a bit more glidey than a Zone OS, but it's so beat in. Flies closer to like a Get Freaky Zone, something like that. But definitely never been a zone person. Definitely more of a Razor Claw 3 person. So, this is an amazing disc. Had this for a long time, and it's nice, overstable, good for nice like 200-foot forehands. Next up, we got some mid-ranges. So we'll go flippy to stable. So this is probably the flippiest disc I own. We got an XT Mako 3. I've had this this might be one of the oldest discs I own too. It's like so flippy. It goes less far than most of my putters. Definitely one that I should take out of my bag, but I just can't. It's just, I never really use it, but I always think there's going to be a time when I need this disc, and I have thrown it a lot, but it was more when I started out. It was useful, but still bagging it and still love it. Next, we got a Buzz SS. I don't bag a Buzz, but I do bag this Buzz SS. This is for most of my flippy mid-range shots. So yeah, this is great. Put on like a bunch of hyzer. It's dependable. It'll always flip. And any gap that I need to peer, this is the disc for that. So love the Buzz SS. Then we got a MD3. This is like my straight mid-range, straight with a tiny bit of fade. Can take a bit of Annie even, and nice straight flying mid-range, and definitely an important slot in my bag. And then we got a stable-ish mid-range. This is nice for a bit more stable hyzer shots. And yeah, the Rock 3 is a great, dependable flyer. Next up, we got our fairway drivers here. So only carry 5 fairway drivers. So starting off with the flippiest, this is the second flippiest disc I own, I think. We got the Rhythm. This is a special edition Rhythm. Loving this disc. Basically, super, super, super flippy. Almost flies about as far as a mid-range. It's so flippy. Similar to the Mako 3 for my mids. This is like the Mako 3 for my drivers. Any line that just needs to go crazy flippy really fast, this is the disc. Next up, FD. This is the straightest fairway driver in my bag. FDs are not flippy, but this thing's so beaten, it's very flippy now. So throw it on hyzer up a gap, flip up really nice, and great disc. Very straight. Okay, next up we got the Skywalker. This is a Horizon FD1. This is a great, bit stable. I can throw this on forehands, so it's good for straight forehands and nice hyzer backhands. So great disc for that. Okay, next up we got the Neo Evolution Splice. This is basically just a grenade disc for me. Again, I throw a lot of grenades, so very good grenade disc. If I do need to throw spike hyzer, also good for that. Basically like the Child to the Tilt. Basically same looking mold, very flat top, and definitely more stable than the flight numbers say. But yeah, we got the Splice. And then last one, I'm going to call this a fairway driver. It's a 10-speed. We got the Lone Howl 3, which is just a PD. I lost my other PD and just bagging this one. It's good for overstable forehands. Nice hyzer forehands and hyzer backhands. It goes about 320. So it doesn't go that far. Definitely lacks glide, and it's pretty stable because it's brand new. I've barely thrown it. Okay, moving on to distance drivers. We'll start off with my Grim X's. I've got 2. So this is like quite a flippy driver. They say 12503, but it's more like a Wraith, brand new. But I've had this one for a while, so it's really, really flippy. So this is like a nice, shorter, flippy distance driver. And this one's like a Wraith, basically. So nice bit of a flip up, dependable fade, that kind of thing. And then we got couple DD3s and a Halo Destroyer. I'll start with the Halo Destroyer. So got this bottom stamp Halo Destroyer. It's quite old and beat in. Had it for a couple of years now, but still definitely stable. Good for all my very heavy flex shots. So that, and then nice dependable hyzer shots. But this thing bombs on a bit of anhyzer. It'll just go. So definitely one of my furthest flying discs. Next up, we got 2 DD3s. We got a C-line one and an S-line one. This one's straight, bit of flip, and then it fades at the end. So good for any just like nice little hyzer shots that I want to fade. It doesn't go as far as my Halo Destroyer, but definitely still a bomber for me. DD3s and Destroyers are my bomber discs. And then we got an S-line one. This is also one of my furthest flying discs. This thing's getting more beat in, and it's quite flippy, nice and flippy now. And this thing will absolutely go on a flip up. So this is like if I'm throwing a big open shot, this is the disc I'll be using. And my last 2 discs, my 2 13 speeds, we got the Grim. Apparently it's a 13.5 -2.2, but flies a little flippier than that, I would say. A little flippier than a Shrike, and definitely feels closer to an 11 or a 12 speed. And this is basically my flippiest distance driver. Any forehand line that I want to go a bit further, because my backhand just naturally goes further than my forehand. I'll throw this. Good roller disc too. Little flat to roller. Great disc for that. And then my last disc, I would say the best forehand distance driver for an amateur is the Rive. Definitely for a pro, bit flippy, but this thing is very dependable. Takes anhyzers and good for hyzers, and I can launch this on my forehand. This is like my absolute crusher forehand disc. Highly recommend it. So yeah, that is what is in my bag for 2024. Hope you liked the video. If you did, like, subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.